What's up, guys, and what's on another video, and today we are reviewing the Santa Claus 2, and much like in Santa Claus 1, how Scott Calvin was held against his will to be Santa, but in reality, things did turn out the way they did. Well, in the sequel, essentially the same thing happens here, except it's Mrs. Claus. And you know what's worse? Is she basically had to leave her own life against her will. It's starting to become a pretty common theme, isn't it, throughout this franchise? Is that people are being held against their will to be something they're not. It's like, what is with this franchise? Anyways, the Santa Claus 2, I would say is about as good as the original, I would say. Because one, I love how he makes the lie of, oh, the reason why I've lost a dramatic amount of weight is thanks to this pill I've taken and made me, super, skinny. It's like, bro, whatever pill that made you lose this much weight, give me some, man, because I'm having a bit of a belly myself, man, because can you please, give me some, give me some, anyways, in my opinion, man, because Charlie got on the naughty list, and the reason why he's been doing this, or vandalizing schools, because since, his, Scott or Santa's job is becoming Santa, how would you feel if you came and say what job, where you can't say anything about it? Which, I understand his frustration, which kind of resort to him to be the troublemaker he is right now, later in life, but in my opinion, I think that, first of all, I like Bernard, okay, because he's pretty hilarious, alright, in here at least, because I think Santa Claus 2 was actually funnier, in my opinion. And don't get me started on the Santa Claus clone, words played by Tim Allen. Yeah, played by Tim Allen. And essentially, this Santa Claus, this clone Santa Claus, I think took his job a little bit too seriously, saying, oh, we should give all the kids colds, like, but they're just kids, like, everybody's gonna misbehave from time to time, like, what, that's just not fair, and, bro, I bet Tim Allen had a lot of fun playing this much more, crazier Santa Claus, and have you seen the way he dresses up in here? Like, this Santa Claus, this is an elf, right? And this is Santa. He's like, boom! Bro, I'm surprised that elf isn't out cold, okay? Because I would have been dead asleep after that. Dead asleep. Because, like, what is wrong with Santa, man? And then he dresses like a dictator. Like, he literally dresses like a freaking dictator and has like an army of people. And yeah, the decision to clone Santa Claus would be a decision that would come back to haunt them. It basically backfired. And let's say we never did that ever again. Because, man, in my opinion, Santa Claus 2 was probably as good as the first one, but I still prefer the first one, though. And that's it. The Santa Claus 2 came out in 2002. And yes, it made money, but it didn't make as much money as the first one, though, but still made enough money to make a third Santa Claus movie. And let's say, out of all of the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen, which, by the way, Tim Allen was great as the good and evil Santa Claus in Santa Claus 2. Pretty good. The rest of the cast was great. In my opinion, and basically in the Santa Claus 3 is basically probably the most divisive Santa Claus Tim Allen movie out of all of them. Alright, so with that being said, stay tuned for the Santa Claus 3 Escape Claus, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.